Hi, I'm Amy North. I'm the Park and Operations Manager at Arlington Business Park, and this is the first episode of Arlington On the Mic. Arlington Business Park is based in Thiel in Reading, just at junction 12 off of the M4, and we've got lots to tell you about.
So, we are down at Arlington Business Park for Arlington On the Mic. And obviously I'm Scott from the Barks channel, and we have
Amy North. I'm Park and Operations Manager at Arlington Business Park.
Oh, that is a very, very big title. So, what we are planning on doing for everybody that's watching and listening is once a month, we're going to come and talk about what's going on in the park. Yep. Obviously, all the other bits and pieces that we've also have in front of us here.
Yep.
And obviously, what we want to talk about today is obviously we're introducing it, so everybody gets to know what you've done in COVID, how you've coped, all the different features. Because obviously, I found out today, as we were talking before this, that all of this is free, all the events.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we've got July. So tell us a little bit what's going on in July on the park.
So it's a busy month.
It looks very busy month.
The first thing we've got is human table football.
Human table football.
Yeah. It is what it says.
It is exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
And where would that be on the park?
So the Amphitheater, we call it the bowl. It's literally...
So that's literally just
down
over...
there.
Is that basically by the big tree?
Yeah. And then it's just a whole area next to the lake, and it's set out like an amphitheater. We've got like benches and stuff set out in the bank, so it literally feels like an amphitheater. And there's a big grass area in front.
Because also on that big grass area, you've also got on there the strawberries and cream.
Strawberries and cream, which is the same day as the outdoor cinema. So in the day we'll be showing Wimbledon.
Wow.
And then we'll give out free strawberries and cream to anyone that comes down to watch Wimbledon.
Completely free for anybody that's on the park.
Any tenants on the park.
Any tenants on the park. But the cinema bit is open to...
Local community.
As well.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's a big event. So the human table football is for tenants on the park. So you put in a team of 6 and it's a tournament. So you're basically playing each other throughout lunchtime. And then there's a winner who gets a medal.
Wow.
Trophy. It's really good fun. We did it pre-COVID.
Okay.
So it's good fun. You're literally...
So is this like what you see on the YouTubes and bits and pieces where you're actually strapped to the pole?
You're strapped to the poles and you all have to move. It's teamwork. You have to move as a team against each other, score goals. Simple as that.
Obviously we're going to capture some of the footage for that, so obviously people will see that as well.
It's hilarious.
I think that's going to... Because obviously the month before we started the podcasting, Meet the Bees. What was that about?
So the beehives are literally behind you, Scott. So we've got 4 beehives at Arlington Business Park, and we create our own Arlington honey.
Wow.
Which is very tasty. And we like to involve, obviously, tenants on the park with everything that we do here. So the bees, we've got a head beekeeper, which is our head landscaper, Ian, and he looks after them for us. And we like to invite everyone over, get them all dressed up in the bee suits, come and have a look actually in the hives, get up close and personal with the bees, look in the hives, pull it all out, show the honey, and it's really good.
So that obviously that's been done, but obviously if you want to see of the event of what happened on that day, obviously go onto the Facebook, any
other social media, we put up photos of what's been done at the events.
So obviously you've got the human table football, which is on Tuesday the 5th,
yep.
And then on the Wednesday the 6th,
this is the big day.
And this is the big one. We've got the strawberries and cream, and then we've got the outdoor cinema.
Yes, I think it was 2018. We did the Greatest Showman, and that was mental. It was a lot. There was a lot of people, and that film that year was just amazing.
It smashed every box office thing going.
Everyone was into it.
Yeah.
So it was a really popular film, and actually it really helped us because it obviously again local community came in, and I think everyone then realised what was here. Like if you drive past on the motorway,
no, you don't.
You don't necessarily know what's here, and it's such a beautiful business park. The lake, obviously, in the summer, it's stunning.
Because obviously we walked around the lake, me and Callan, obviously the other producer, and we've obviously found table tennis stuff that's here. There's lots of stuff that we didn't realise was actually on the park, and obviously putting this all together and everything you're doing, I could see why you want to do this Arlington On the Mic. Yeah. So obviously get out to all the tenants, because obviously this is quite big and it's free for all the tenants.
Yeah. And the outdoor cinema is free for the local community as well.
Wow.
So we're putting on the event.
Yes.
We're doing it in conjunction with Alexander Devine Children's Hospice.
Okay.
So they're based in Maidenhead, and they're the only children's hospice in Berkshire.
Right.
So we came across them quite a few years ago, actually, when they were building the hospice still. And the Thames Valley Property Awards, which, plug, we were at and won awards. They were doing some charitable fundraising there. So we were like, brilliant, it's a great charity. We want to work with them. So quite a few of our events have been done basically working with them and making sure we're raising some valuable funds for them.
So obviously on that day then, for this, you must have a sponsor for the outdoor cinema.
We don't really have sponsors. We've got people that have donated raffle prizes.
Oh, okay.
So we're doing a massive raffle for Alexander Devine. So they'll be here on the day. They're going to have like a little gazebo area. They'll be doing the raffle. Tenants on the park can hire a deck chair for a £5 donation to Alexander Devine, or you can bring your own chairs. It's up to you.
Yep.
And we have face painters. So we're providing the face painters, but if your kids want to, or adults, whoever wants to get their face painted.
I'm sure Callan will get his face painted.
Then again, donation to Alexander Devine. And we're hoping to just raise some really good money for them.
So it's a very, very good cause that
Very
obviously
good.
Arlington Business Park has got behind, right?
Yeah, I've been to Alexander Devine, and it's such a beautiful place, and what they do for children and families and siblings, and it's heart-wrenching. You go there and it's
So obviously Scott from the Berkshire says, don't be so tight, go and get a deck chair.
Yeah.
£5.
Please.
That's all we're asking for. And you get a seat to watch the cinema at the same time.
Exactly.
So obviously we've touched base and bits and pieces, and obviously we've all gone through COVID.
Yeah.
The whole estate's gone through COVID.
Yeah.
How have you guys experienced, what was your experience with all this?
It was very strange, wasn't it?
It was very, I think the whole world would find it very strange, but obviously you guys had to keep going. Obviously the site couldn't just shut down.
No.
The tenants obviously had gone home and everybody's in lockdown, and you've obviously kept it very, well, it's in a very beautiful place to be. So obviously you've had to keep that going.
Absolutely.
You've obviously had to adapt it to the new COVID rules.
Yeah. So obviously, let's go back in time, March 2020. It was all very strange, and there was all these rumblings of what's going to happen, and you just started to get like, someone's got COVID in this office. We've shut down the office, or we're telling our staff not to come in. And this was pre-lockdown. It was building up.
It was just building up. Yeah. That would have been like the February, March time, just before.
Yeah, and you've got holidays planned, and I had my wedding planned for that year, and you're like, I'll be fine by then. A couple of weeks, we'll be fine.
Yeah, because we all got told it was a 6-week lockdown, or 8-week lockdown.
You didn't believe it would be what it would be.
No.
Fast forward in time, we're now looking back, and people have learnt things from it. People have changed their attitudes. It's been a devastating time for many people. People have lost people. But like you say, the business park had to
keep going.
You have to keep going. And you can't just shut a building. If there's a business that's got critical things they need to keep going, then servers and comms, and you can't just shut a building.
No, you just can't. No, you have to keep it going. So obviously even your security team, all the gardeners.
Everyone was here. So security were here 24/7. The landscapers were here. They kept, I think actually that year, the weather was beautiful. The park looked amazing.
And nobody could see it.
No one was here. No one. It was a ghost town. And I think the morale of the team was quite difficult because they're doing all this hard work. It's looking beautiful. And there's no one here to appreciate it. So it was tough.
It is a very beautiful place. And you can walk around me and Callum walked around yesterday and had a good look around, and there's stuff that you was like, wow, okay. But obviously you guys as a business, as the park, obviously you've put on a lot for your tenants. Obviously you've got the table tennis, you've got obviously Starbucks, you've got the gym, you've got all the things, but it all comes part of the tenancy, right?
Yeah. So if you're a tenant on the park, there's certain buildings that aren't within the ownership of the park. But that's for another time. So there's core tenants that get to take part in the events program, access to the cafe, the gym. So it's tenants of Capital Land who are basically the main stakeholder of the business park.
Okay.
And we had to keep the park going for them. We had to keep going, and the building still had to be maintained.
Yep.
Everything still
nothing stops, does it?
Stops.
The whole world stopped, but you guys, obviously, certain people have to keep going.
And don't get me wrong, I had to work from home and was in and out, but It was, very strange. But we had to make sure that our tenants were still safe if they were coming in. And also, we wanted, this events programme for us is like amazing.
So this is the first big event then, really?
This is like,
pre-COVID?
Yeah. Ooh. We're really building up. So we've done a few bits at the start of the year. We did the big Easter farm, so we invited the community into that. Mm-hmm. But we're really getting back to where we were.
Getting back to what Arlington does best, right?
But we knew that people still wanted to get involved. And being at home was so isolating, we created Arlington Social, and we basically put everything online.
Oh, wow.
So we adapted by doing like bingo online and murder mystery online. So everyone would just join on Zoom. Zoom became Zoom.
Obviously, I see all the fitness classes on the Zoom online, as well. So obviously try to keep it going as much as you're trying to keep everyone's spirits up as best as you could, right?
You do, and you don't want to lose the momentum that we had, and you don't want people to forget all the things that we do. And we're still doing the online cookery courses. They've been so popular.
Oh, really?
So probably every other month we're doing it now. We're doing online cookery.
And how do people get involved with?
Just sign up. We send the ingredients to your home.
So how would you sign up? So obviously I'm saying I've just seen this podcast.
Yep.
And want to get involved with that. Where would I need to go?
Onto the app would be the first
point
of call. And
how do they get hold? So can they get on it on any Android, iPhone?
Android, iPhone. So it's called Arlington Business Park, quite simply. It's our logo, so you'll see it straight away.
Yep.
And you can basically find everything from Arlington on there. So you've got the gym timetable, the cafe menu, and then all the events. So all the events are listed.
So everything. So even if you wanted to book, so you say like obviously the guys, obviously you said the outdoor cinema is open to the community.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't want just everybody turn up without.
Yeah, and that one, that's an exception. That's not on the app. So that's an Eventbrite. We've done a special event for that.
Okay.
But things like human table football, that would be on the app. You'd sign up, see all the events coming up, book a meeting room. That's how you book this floating pavilion.
So you could book that. So any one of the tenants on this site can book this, the floating pavilion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone. As on the as one of your tenants.
Yeah, one of our tenants.
Wow.
Free of charge.
Free of charge.
Free of charge.
So you do the events free of charge. You're giving them the floating pavilion free of charge.
Yep. Cafe meeting room.
Free of charge. Yeah. Okay. So obviously I'm just spotted on 4th July. Batman Day.
Batman. Who doesn't love Batman?
No, but what happens if I wanted to come as Robin?
If you want to dress up, Scott, you're more than welcome.
I don't know. I might come as Batman and get Callan to come as Robin.
We have Batman, though. Batman is coming.
What, you have Batman coming?
Batman is coming to Arlington Business Park. And the Batmobile.
Wow. Yeah. I think we're definitely going to have to get some footage of that one for the day. Okay, so obviously so Tuesday the 5th is a human table football.
Yep.
We've got Wednesday the 6th.
Yep.
And we've got Strawberries and Creams, which is obviously being pumped out for Wimbledon.
So we'll have Wimbledon on the big screen.
And that's from 11:30 to 2 p.m.
Yep.
And that's for the tenants on the site.
Yep.
So you're basically giving them free ice cream, strawberries and ice cream.
Yep. Why not? It's Wimbledon. You've got to have strawberries.
That's very true. And then obviously from 6 o'clock, also on the 6th, you've got from 5:30, but they can get here from 3:30.
Yes.
They can start arriving.
Yeah. There's food trucks. The cafe are doing hot dogs and nachos. There'll be pizza. There'll be Greek food. There's a bar, coffee van.
Wow, you're going
popcorn.
full.
We're going. This is full on.
So this is basically showing what Arlington Business Park can.
This is our biggest event of the year, and it's my favourite. It's great. It's great fun, and it's so nice to just welcome all the tenants, local community, family and friends. You know, people. You know, a lot of people here have got kids. Bring your kids down.
So the tenants can also bring their kids.
Yeah.
So okay, it starts at 5:30.
Yeah.
That's when obviously the screen.
The actual film will start at 5:30.
And what time does it all finish?
So as soon as the film's finished, I don't actually know how long it is. Probably an hour and a half.
I would imagine about an hour and a half. Normal films, aren't they?
And then just pack up and go.
Wow. So
but the lead up is going to be the biggest bit. So you've got the face painters. Grab your spot. Get some food. Grab a drink. Catch up with your friends, and then
mingle,
yeah, and then the film will start at 5:30.
Wow. And then obviously then we go to the 27th of July, and you've got Batman Day with Batman, the Batmobile, but he's obviously not bringing Robin then, is he not?
I don't know.
Oh, So, but if anybody wants to come dressed up as Batman,
come dressed up, and this is open to the local community as well. So this is just as the kids have broken up from school.
Yes.
So again, bring
and
your
that's
family.
from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yeah, that's a long.
And that's not in the bowl. That's in
that's
the
up
number
here
10
by the cafe. Yeah.
Number 10 cafe.
Yeah. So the Batmobile will be parked outside. Batman will be making an appearance.
Wow.
And the cafe will be open to everyone. So come down and grab drink, lunch.
You've definitely got a busy July, right?
Yeah.
And by the looks of this, obviously, this will be for the next, obviously, Arlington on the Mic.
Yeah.
August is even busier.
Yes.
It's more than double that.
Yes.
So obviously that will be on the next Arlington on the Mic. So obviously, everybody, if you want to find out what's going on in August, come back. It'll obviously be on the social medias.
It will be.
On all the platforms, on the apps. Are we sending this out to your tenants as well?
Yeah, I think we will, yeah.
Oof. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to have some people on talking about the other events in July, or how their experience, bits and pieces like that. Okay, right, guys, is there anything else that we need to get across? Because obviously I can see there's lots of... I
think this is all for August. So this is all...
Already August.
Yeah, a little sneak peek. We've got some axe throwing, if you wanted to do that on your lunch break. And
this is all, again, free.
It's free.
So this is only up to August. How do you do this all the way up?
It's all year round. We do events all year round.
So this is only just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. Obviously, I get the cinema. That's your biggest one. But this is basically only the tip of the iceberg of what you're doing for the tenants on site.
Yeah. But we try and do a handful of community events throughout the year as well. So we've already had the Easter farm. So we had all the Easter animals. They're not just for Easter. Petting animals.
They're all year round.
So we had lambs and goats and chicks and donkeys.
Where did you do that on the site?
Literally up by the cafe. So we just took over the car park and had a load of animals. And the Easter bunny was here.
Wow.
So that was very exciting. And we did an egg hunt for the kids as well. So the kids could, it was more of a treasure hunt. They had to find the letters around the park or just this end of the park.
Yep.
And then they got a free Easter egg.
Wow.
Which was nice. It was lovely to have people back here.
As a business, you really are going at one step. That obviously I've been on other business parks and bits and pieces like that. I've never, obviously, yes, on this level, I've never seen it on this kind of level.
It's important to us.
It shows you care about your tenants.
It's our thing. Like, we want everyone. You don't just come to work to go from your car to the office and then back to your car. That's you might as well be
That's
working
the old
from
style
home.
of...
Yeah. Come to work, have a work-life balance, get out at lunchtime, get away from your desk, and do things that are fun. When else are you going to get to do these things?
Because some of these are in their lunch breaks and bits and pieces.
Most of it we try to do around lunch breaks. We do a few after. We did cocktail making one evening after work, and we've done soup making previously in the past. Where else can you go and do these things?
As a business, I think Arlington Business Park have done very, very well. Fun. And obviously, right, guys, that's the end of Arlington on the Mic for today. Yeah. So next time...
We've got lots to talk about. We'll be back.
We've got loads to talk about. And if that's just August, we're going to be doing this once a month.
Yeah.
So we're going to try and get these out before the event so everybody can start booking themselves in so everybody knows what's going on.
Definitely.
Meantime, if you're watching this or you're listening to this and you want to know a bit more, you don't obviously have to wait. You can obviously contact Amy.
Yep.
And she'll give you all the information and it will be all over all the social medias. So if you want to get a sneak peek before anybody else gets to see it, contact Amy. And stay tuned, guys. Thank you.